You're watching Ticket TV live streams. Like, share, and subscribe.
All right, you guys. So, Tiki TV live stream. Shouts out to the Lions Den saw, and I saw my brother Two Raw do a video about this. I did a video, a couple videos about this on my main channel, and I had some people upset at me because I didn't want to come out full blown, say that Michael Jordan is a PD file, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And I had my reasons, right? And I talked about the context of, Michael Jordan back with the Gatorade video and how nobody had a problem back in the day when sometimes I dreamed he is me, all that. And how, Michael Jordan always, what I'm saying, it was never nothing that was cynical, but he always he always joked and stuff with the youth, right? Now, I did say that, look, it looked bad. And, what I'm saying, listen, I would be upset if Mike touched my kid like that, and that's my personal opinion. I have a right to it. But I want to say this, because I agree with something that Two Raw said in his video, bro. And I saw something in his comment section as soon as he said this. Two Raw said in this video, he brought up how we hold back on LeBron James on certain things. Yeah, we get on LeBron James. We talk about, certain things around his basketball and stuff like that. But we really hold off. Especially I know for a fact that I hold off a lot of stuff. I may, bring up the photos and stuff like this, but I really don't go all the way in like I could go in on stuff I really know, right? For the LeBron James fans to come out here and do what they doing, bro, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, put this label on Mike and label him that, right? Now, once again, these are some sick individuals because all of the things that we have seen, right, um, surrounding LeBron James, everything we've seen surrounding LeBron James, for these dudes to even come out and talk, and it's like they wanted, something bad to happen with Michael Jordan so they can come out and say, see, I told you. Y'all sit up here. You know what I'm saying? See, they already come around here calling people ballpark, ball frank sniffers or eaters and stuff like that. They've been doing this shit for the longest, right? Been very disrespectful with how they've been carrying it, right? We're just gonna be honest about the whole assessment, right? Very disrespectful with how they carrying it, right? And now, I told you guys, I did a video about it last night because I knew it was coming, right? And me personally, like I said before, I wish that Mike wouldn't have did that because I know the day and age we live in, how it was gonna go. I already knew how it was gonna go, right? And me personally, like I said, I would have felt a little uncomfortable in this climate. That's what I said on my video. I think people got to listen to what I said in my video. And the climate that we live in now. And I gave you many examples. And one of the examples, Two Rock talked about in his video just now too, with the Shannon Sharp thing and how people took out of context what happened with him and his daughter on Undisputed. I thought that was absolutely disgusting. How people came out and tried to assume that Shannon Sharp was moving in on his daughter, right? I don't think that was fair. Being the circumstance, being the fact that he was crying on the stage and he was emotional, and it wasn't even nothing of that. It was nothing to even for him to even be acting like that for. So I don't know why people tried to put that on him, that jacket on him at that time, right? You can get on Shannon Sharp for a lot of other stuff, but that wasn't one of them. But I want to say this, bro, because people came at me. They came at me last night after I did my original video. Oh man, you're a Jordan ballpark eater. I see right now. You guys, man, you guys condone this? I said, bro, let me tell you something, man. And I tell all y'all something. And I'm just speaking from my perspective, right? I talked about the difference between now and the old school, right? I talked about how the old school cats would slap you on the butt, and it wasn't this type of energy being put out here. But I said in the Epstein era we live in now, with all the stuff around the youth, Mike has to be cognizant of that and understand the era that we live in. I gave you the perfect example with the clothes of how people look at dudes now that wear bell bottoms versus in the 70s era. If you see a dude wearing bell bottoms now, they say he's gay, right? If you see a dude walk outside wearing bell bottoms now, in the world we live in, the climate we live in right now, they say he's gay, right? And they'll clown him and they'll talk about him. If he dresses just like they did in the 70s, they'll say something's wrong with him, right? So back to Mike, right? I wish Mike just wouldn't have did that, because now, you know, I saw it last night on X. I saw it on X. Saw people going all the way in and calling the man a PDF and all this other stuff. And I don't agree with that. I said that today on my channel as well. I said I don't agree he's that. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple people hit me up behind the scenes about it. They say, yo, what's up with your boy Mike? Huh? I said, bro, listen, I don't think Mike is that. Straight up, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone him doing it like that, what he did, but I don't believe that. But to see this dude go into Raw's comment section just now, when that man's giving his opinion, Raw's a grown ass man, he have his own opinion. And when he gave his opinion on the situation, to see this guy, a LeBron James fan, going there, mad as hell, acting like a damn fool, when he know good and well that the guy that they praise, see, they're talking about Mike and all this funny stuff, right? This is the same guy that they praise, LeBron James, that put on an apron and a wig and called himself a woman, right? This is the same guy, right, who's been in numerous allegations. And let's think about this. Did we really go into all of this deep, dark allegation type of stuff that we've seen with LeBron James? Have we really went deep into this stuff, or do we keep it basketball and then clown him for like the Barbie doll stuff, right? We'll talk about basketball shit. But people don't really want to go deep into a lot of things that you hear about this cat, bro. You really don't. Because like I said before, if I did, I just want you to think about something. If I really did, you understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't want to do what y'all trying to do, right? To the person who said, yes, I did not. I didn't go as far as I can go. Like I said before, if I said some of the stuff I knew about LeBron James, you would really think I was a hater. And I don't say it. I'm going to give you another hint. I'm going to give you another thing. The same way that Savannah was getting criticized the other day, when she came out talking about they go to strip clubs and do all this stuff like that together, and you had people on social media going in on them about that, or her about that, right? She said it on her podcast show, right? I ignored it. I just left it alone, right? I didn't want to touch none of that stuff because that's their, inside their personal life. But to see that these guys are coming out now and they want to, make this shit real personal, right? And jump right to it. And again, I said it in my video today, this morning. He's never been accused of any of this type of stuff. We talk about, these other guys in a different way because they've actually had allegations, charges, and things like that of this type of behavior. So that's why we say this when we say about R. That's why I say what I say about R. Kelly. I'm going to say me, right? Because he's been charged. We've seen videotapes and stuff like that. The girl has come out. He's in prison right now based off of these type of charges. This is what I'm saying right here, right? So I think that people who said that to Raw, and I know to Raw, like I said, he's going to get a lot of criticism in his comment section because of the stance he took. But I understand what he's saying because, and I'm going to say this, a lot of people have been waiting to try to get Mike on something. They want to tear the Mike down to LeBron's level. They can't beat him on the court. So what they want to do is they want to sully him off the court completely, right? And so again, if you go to my channel, you had people upset with me saying that I didn't, oh, you're being soft on Mike, dude. You don't think that this is, I said, bro, listen, let me tell you something, man. I don't accept that. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't think that that's cool in this climate and era we live in. And to the brother who said stop ticket, don't nobody want to hear that shit stop. Brother, once again, I've said this to you again, I'll say it again. Bro, I don't accept that. In this era we live in, I don't respect that. I would be upset. Ain't nobody saying it ain't weird. I'm saying that I'm not going out here saying that Michael Jordan is a PD bleep He don't have none of them ever type of allegations against him. We've seen him in the past in the Gatorade commercials, right? With the youth. You've never heard nobody come out, excuse me. You never heard nobody come out and say, hey, you know, hey, this about Mike or that about Mike. So cut the shit, bro. Don't come in my comment section, Tyson, talking about something we seen that in 2K. I've said it, bro. What are you talking about? You act like we ducking. If I was ducking the topic, I wouldn't have said none at all. I wouldn't have said none at all. So what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? See, y'all want to jump on this, and I agree with what Ross said, but you don't want to jump on all the other shit with LeBron James that I could jump on that we don't even talk about. See, it's stuff that I don't even talk about that I can get real personal about and have y'all looking a whole different way, but I don't even do all that. I try to keep it surrounding basketball as much as possible. Now, we'll clown him for having a Barbie doll, right? We'll clown him for that. We'll clown him for having a Barbie doll. We'll clown him, you understand what I'm saying, for saying, ain't no party like a Diddy party, right? But we'll clown him for putting on an apron and a wigs and a suit. But trust me, we didn't go all the way in yet. We didn't go, bro, I didn't go halfway in. So for what you just said, right? Bro, I'm going to say this to y'all right now. And I'm going to say it the last time I'm going to say it to y'all. And I said it on my other channel. I said it on this channel. And this is where I stand. I don't have to be nowhere. I don't have to do nothing for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying what I feel. I don't like what Michael Jordan did. I don't accept what Michael Jordan did. But I don't think Michael Jordan is a PDF. I'm sorry. You will never put that on me. You want to show me some evidence of a case or something for me to say that about him. Go get me another person that's out here that ever has made those type of allegations around Michael Jordan. Ever. Go find one. Before I put that on him, bro. Find one. Find one. I want you to do it. The reason why I was the most upset at Mike is because, Mike just had to understand that the era that we live in now is not the era that he grew up in, where you can't just play around like this no more. Because, again, I told y'all, we live in a whole different society. We live in a society now where everything's different. You can't discipline your kids the way they used to. If your neighbors discipline your kids, you ready to fight the neighbors instead of correct your kids. The era we grew up, the neighbors could discipline you, call your parents, send you home, and then you get disciplined too. Period. And it was no issue. It was no calling child services. It was none of this shit. It's what you call a community raising a child. These are all facts. But once again, we live in a whole different era. I told y'all this. So that's why I said, when you living in a different era, in a different time, you have to be cognizant of everything else, especially the climate of what's going on around Jeffrey Epstein. Did we see Michael Jordan in the Jeffrey Epstein files? No. We ain't seen him in no Epstein file. We ain't never heard those type of allegations against him. But y'all want to put that label on him. This is why I broke it down the way I broke it down on my other YouTube channel this morning. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not putting that label on him, bro. But I will say, and I'm going to say it again, I will say that I wasn't happy that he did that because I already knew what was coming with it. And that's the reason why I made the video. That's the reason why I made the video. Mike got to understand, look, bro, you're 60-something years old. You're not in the 90s no more. You're not in the era where, people are going to know that you ain't on that type time and that, you know what I'm saying, you just joking around. But at this time, you can't joke around like that at all because of the era that we live in, man, and the times that we live in. So I wish Mike would have known for that. You know what I'm saying? Not because I think that Mike got a dirty mind and got vicious and savage intentions. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that, man. So what Two Raw said, I agree with what he said. This is the reason why I made my second video, because I got criticized in my first video because people was trying to say I was holding off and being soft on Mike because I wouldn't straight up just come out and say he's a PD F and all this other stuff. Nah, man, come on, bro. I'm not finna do that, man. I'm not finna do that, bro. Especially especially when them niggas out here talking about when I could have said a lot of shit about LeBron James, more than what I said. And niggas out here acting stupid. Nigga, don't act stupid, nigga. And I seen a nigga that went into our comment section just now saying something crazy. Don't act stupid, nigga. Cause nigga, I can get retarded, nigga. Like, share, subscribe.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all click those links below. Subscribe to the podcast show. You can donate support to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, or buy that weight loss formula. All the links are below. Peace.